What up, Mac Heads and Maniacs? What's up, everybody? Freaky Friday was canceled tonight because I don't think y'all ready for it. And it's probably too early anyway, but I don't think y'all really want to talk freaky anyway. I think you men really want to stay on the gang topic and shit. But I thought it would be interesting to share this with you guys and give my little rebuttal. So, on the Chita interview on part two, I believe. I'm not sure if it's part one or part two. No, it's part two. The part where she talked about Tookie. So some guy that was in Banning, California with Tookie, knows Tookie well, says he has a lot of information, and I don't doubt that. I don't doubt the information he has. I do doubt his recollection, and I do question the broader scope of what he knew at that time. Also, with us getting old, even myself, and then you figure this guy's is way older than me, probably like 15 years older than me. So you know their memory's not going to always be correct. Make that 16 years older than going on 17. So if my memory's going bad, somebody 16 or 17 years older than me probably not going to have the memory of a bird from Sloss's. So I'm going to just throw that out there because I'm basically saying that I challenge him about his information because this is what happened. He left a message and said if it's anybody out there, he would challenge him. So I took the challenge. I accepted the challenge. But he declined my challenge. He doesn't want to come on because his excuse is glorification. He doesn't want to glorify this gangbanging. He regrets the life that he led. And that's understandable. I get it. But that still doesn't make your information accurate, correct, and you're disputing history and you're saying you got the real history. You're changing history. You're rewriting history. Now, let me tell you what he said. He said the Crips started by Tookie. That's number one. Tookie started the Crips. When the movie Tales of the Crips came out, and he was there, and Tookie yelled out, "That's going to be the name of the gang. We're going to be the Crips." So where should I start? Because if you guys read any history or papers on the origin of Crips, you know that European Americans wrote that, but they said it was Raymond Washington. And they said Raymond didn't have a good education, so he couldn't spell Crips, so he misspelled Crips, which I dispute that as well. Because, drum roll, Tales of the Crips didn't come out until 1972 in March. So March 1972, Crips was already established. How do I know? Because hundreds of people have said so. On top of that, it was in the newspapers before Tales of the Crips came out. So Crips was already established before Tales of the Crips came out. During that same month, well, actually, in February, Robert Ballou murder happened, I believe, or maybe March, maybe the same month, the Robert Ballou murder happened. On top of that, the different spreading other Crips, from what we know. I can't say it's a fact, but just from everybody that's living that we've talked to, and again, the newspaper, there was already Crips when the movie Tales of the Crips came out. First of all, Raymond Washington, the Crips started on the east side, not the west side. So that's another fact, as we know it. So the Crips had already started before Tookie was in fact at Brookers, before Tookie went to see the movie Tales of the Crips. And so I'm just saying, man, I want to take that challenge. I want to challenge anybody that's going to go along with his story. So we emailed a little bit, and he told me that He asked me if I know anybody that was in Factor Brookings that was there when Tookie started the Crips. No, because I don't believe that's what happened. But he says they're all dead. So he's the only one with this story. He's the only one with this information. He was the only one in Factor Brookings with Tookie when they seen Tales of the Crips and Tookie started the Crips. So I'm just saying, man. So he hit me back with the bold question. When we get offended, are you calling me a liar? No, I'm not calling you a liar. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying your recollection is wrong, or you was not aware that the Crips had already started. You just wasn't privy to that information being in Banning, California, where you lived. That's all I'm saying. So I've been telling you guys for a long time. Sometimes it's not that people's lying, it's just that they remember shit differently. Or they found out about something later and don't know that they was late to the party. Come on, Andre Coleman, with the games, the jokes. So we also have Donald Archie say 1970. Host of people say 1971. The East Side, 69. Compton, depending on who you talk to, say 71. Some say 72. Carver Parks, depending on who you talk to, 69, 70, 71. AC Baba Louie, 69. The Family, 69. And on and on and on. Plus, Swan started in 72 from everybody I talked to in my history. Well, we know the Swans were affiliated with Crips before the Swans came out. I mean, come on, man. It just really don't make sense for somebody to come and try to rewrite history when on this platform, you go somewhere else and do that shit. But on this platform, you disputing what everybody on here is saying. And so you saying KevMac is letting everybody lie, and KevMac's letting everybody move the Crips to 3 years back. And I'm just saying, I don't believe that. And there's newspaper articles. The release date of Tales of the Crips is available. The Robert Ballou murder is on record. So I don't know why people do that. But another thing, what I told you guys when we was going over the genealogy and the supposed to be information on COVID-19, is I started that by saying, when people don't want to show their face or give their real name and show their face, you have to wonder why. You have to be skeptical. Well, I asked Craig Munson, so Craig Munson would know better than Bird, right? Craig Munson would know much better than Bird, right? I'm just asking. Of course, Bird would remember when, but if Craig Munson is the guy that was in the scene when this was supposedly born, why I need to ask Bird? So anyway, Bird is giving me stories on all of them. Jamel, Craig Craddock, Raymond Washington, and Tookie. So you got to show your face and put your reputation out there if you're going to change the history that is being put down on this platform. Otherwise, I'm going to feel like you just don't want people to see who you are because you're either a liar, you don't want to make a fool of yourself, you don't want to be embarrassed, or like I always say, you're still in the game. So I understand if you're still in the game. I get that. It's no disrespect from me whatsoever. Nothing but respect, major respect. But anything else, man, you got to be leery of that, man. Person has a bad past or is not credible. And so this is when you have to wonder, who is this person and what is the purpose of them making these claims? This person could be a cop. This person could be somebody in Europe. By the way, where Tales of the Crips was made in Europe. About it. So I'm just saying, it could be anybody. It could be a kid in New York. It could be somebody with psychological problems in Texas. We just don't know. So we can't put a face and a name to it, and definitely doesn't support the facts as we know it, it don't make sense. So I had to throw that out there and get that out there, and hopefully dude will see this and get mad and want to come on and show his face and talk shit to me and put me down. Or as he said, I accept the challenge. I accepted the challenge. Why is there a stipulation of not having to go on camera? I don't know, but whatever. What up, Shaniqua? Old Harlem could be a foreign trope. I mean, we just don't know. But Donald Archie might know him. Shit, there's still other people still living. So even that question in itself, saying that nobody else is living is, and ask me if I know anybody, is weird because Warlock was there. I believe Denifu was there. So that's two. Donald Archie is three. That's at least three people that was there. Lil James Compton, I believe, was there. That's possibly four. I don't know, man.
Matt Cares and Maniacs, what's going on, man? What's up, big homie?
You in the dark, man. We can't even see you.
I'm here at the airport, cuz.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, man, pulling up to get my little man.
That's good, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, what y'all got going on? I hear you on here with the challenge, man. I didn't know all that was going on.
Yeah, man. You know, just
Nobody want attention, bro, I believe, because nobody, that's something that nobody's ever disputed. All
yeah.
of a sudden, out of the blue, this is people, this is how trolls work. I get 200. Where we going? Right here? Yeah, so, you know, that's what I look at it as, bro. That ain't nothing but some old troll stuff.
Mm-hmm. For that person, Old Harlem, that wants a Donald Archie interview for Christmas, Donald Archie has already been on this platform. We've already talked to Donald Archie. I'm sorry if you missed it. It's still in the archives. You could go back and check it out. There won't be one in person. Obviously, you're not a regular here because you would know I'm not in California, and you would know Donald Archie is in California. And there's COVID going on in case you just forgot. So,
hey, Kev,
yes.
you see I got the My Tribe Rise on.
Yeah, I see it. Shout out to Goldie and Heavenly.
Man, well, I'm here, man. Let me grab them right quick, bro, and I'm going to hit you as soon as I get in the house.
All right, for sure. All right, later. Big Red, what up?
What's up? How you doing, Kev?
I'm all right, man. How you doing?
All right. Hey, remember I had talked to you back on Instagram, like back in May or June?
Bro, I don't know. I talked to so many people. That's why I got rid of my Instagram. My man says it's raining outside for real right now. A lot of babies made off that song. And who was that talking about? Could you imagine getting beat down by Raymond and Tookie to this song? Nah, nigga, they wasn't doing no fighting on this song, nigga. If anything, they was taking your girl, man, and putting a baby up in her in a closet to this one. Had her hemmed up in the corner at a party, grinding on her to this one. They wasn't doing no fighting while this was on, my nigga. What are you talking about? The fight music didn't come out till later, my nigga. Had that slow shit and be like, nigga be high as a kite listening to this shit, man. Damn. Yeah, I'm drinking. I think I'm gonna become alcoholic for the New Year shit. Chickasaw. Everybody's asking me if I'm a Chickasaw all of a sudden. No, I'm not Chickasaw, nigga. I'm Creek Nation. I'm a forever be a black man. I'm a black man. I'm a nigga. I'm a nigga for life. NIGGA. Oh, thanks for the comment on the Chita interview. Good looking out. And if it's anybody out there from Swamps, homie, We need a number, homie. I try to get Melly Mel to get in touch with y'all. We don't have a number on y'all. We'll have the Venice Shorelines real soon on the live. They agreed. So we got the Venice Shorelines, and somebody on here yesterday said the Swamps was ready. We need the right name and the right number, bro. Like I'm gonna get a headache. I'm cool, bro. I don't need to know about it. Nigga, I done lived 50-something years already. Not knowing that shit ain't gonna hurt me none at this point. Good looking out, Uncle Lope, Uncle Lope. Oh, and shout out to Sir Uncle Buck, you guys. I normally don't say what somebody sent me or how they sent it, but Sir Uncle Buck sent me $5 the other night. Woo! Thank God, thank the Lord, thank my ancestors, thank my Creek Nation, thank whoever needs to be thanked for Sir Uncle Buck sending $5 with a note attached. I don't have much money. Bro, I almost sent that shit back. When I read that, man, I felt so bad for you. I almost sent the $5 back with $5, my nigga. I swear to God, I almost sent you $10, my nigga. I was like, damn, Uncle Buck can't afford to send it, but he's sending it. Good looking out, Uncle Buck. Appreciate it, man. Believe me, it's going to good use, man. My cable bill's due, so my Wi-Fi is due. So I gotta have Wi-Fi to come on. And my vodka bill's due. I can't turn up with y'all if I don't have no vodka. So good looking out, Sir Uncle Buck. I got 5 on it. Mac, I'm 39, but I know the comrade Zoom is way hotter than the dramatics in the rain. Okay, but shit. Monster Cody told that story was a mid-70s story. I'm telling you 2 songs that was played back in 1972, my nigga. You can't beat that with a baseball bat. My thing is, if you're not living like your ancestors, it's cool to know the history, but we black. That's it. Everybody gonna have their own opinions, man. It really boils down to what we're into and what we're not into and what we believe and don't believe. What up, Hutch?
What's up, baby?
Not much. Your camera doing a lot of moving, so you're blurry.
Hold on, man. Let me cut out something, man. I got too much on.
And turn your camera up a little bit, because we can't see nothing but your chin. There you go.
How's that?
That's better. I see you got red curtains and shit in there. You serious? You serious, huh?
It just kind of happened like that, man. It ain't no truth.
Yeah. No, your sound's kind of breaking up a little bit.
Oh, is it? Yeah. I've been tripping today, man. Overpriced Xfinity. Yeah. That was an interesting show though you had on the other day with them brothers, man. To me, it seemed like everybody's always trying to stuff Native American dialogue down us. I mean, because yeah, we do have some ties to that, but not all of us. And it's always got to be like either or. I mean, them dudes had a lot of good information, man. But I mean, it was a lot of things missing in my.
And that's what happens with everybody that I run across that starts trying to give me the history. But check this out. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna validate something them dudes said, man. Now, granted, I need to do more research, more DNA checks. But check this out, man. My daughter got her DNA done, and she was 3% Native. So, in finding out about all this, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so in finding out about
I'm going in and out.
You just keep talking while I'm talking. I think your sound is going out.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, so my daughter DNA says she's 3% native. So after we found out about all this native on my father's side, I tell her to go get her, her results and send them to me. Guess what? There's no native on her DNA anymore. So them dudes was right that they trying to take away our Indian ancestry. They was right about that. They was absolutely correct. Why the hell they take native off my daughter's DNA?
I mean, those tests, man. I don't trust those. I don't trust those things anyway, man. They're manipulated. I mean, you're giving up your genetic material for other purposes. I think with their studying, without me just going into a lot of detail, I don't really trust a lot of that ancestry. Not when it comes to us, because we were all over the world.
I get that. I think at a certain point they start guessing, start doing a lot of guesswork and fictitious adding to it. But homie, we in our 50s, man. We know science came a long way. And I'll give you a great example. Niggas, when I was young, would get shot, nigga, and they be in the hospital for days. We be like, you going up to the hospital to see the homie. A nigga be like, nah, I go tomorrow, too many niggas up there. Now a nigga getting shot and coming home the same day with a Band-Aid on. So
that's because they don't want to pay.
No, it's modern technology is so advanced now. And so I'm sure DNA is more advanced now than we probably give it credit for. So I don't dismiss it all the way. I don't always dismiss science. But I'm with you on obviously we all ain't native, but people keep trying to push that down my throat that we all natives from American land. We the first that was here. No, like you said, some was, some wasn't. And that should be that simple. Motherfuckers, like you said, we from all over the world. So people that migrate around. That should be common sense. Unfortunately, it's not common sense to these so-called woke people.
Man, all they got to do is go back and look at some, the heavier hitter scholars who did the work that gave rise to a lot of this information in the first place. I mean, J.A. Rogers laid it out in a very simple book with photographic evidence from every country on this planet where you can find us, whether it was in Japan, whether it was in, the evidence that's, all over Europe. We were there before, those other people who now inhabit that landmass. We were here in America. It was, a Mexim or America was really a Mexim, which was connected to the motherland. All the land was connected before it separated. You could look at the map and see they all fit like a puzzle. And there was many different groups of people here in a Mexim that look like me. They look like you. Some look like the Asiatics, like what you think of the Navajo, or other groups of people like that. There were many different groups of people, man. There was no one specific group of people here in North, Central, or South America.
Right.
But for purposes of control, they won history, so they're gonna write their story their way, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are trying to rewrite history, but then of course we in America, so we know a lot of the information handed down to us has been false over our lifetime and before our lifetime. So it's hard to trust any information we getting from outside our ancestors that handed it down from generation to generation.
Yeah. Now, you got a lot of brothers, man. You got a lot of brothers in the motherland, man, that want to connect with us in certain places in the motherland. I mean, they feel some type of kinship with us. They're not trying to dismiss us as being, that's them because they natives over there in the Americas, I mean, that's got to count for something, man.
What's up, Rockhead?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Oh, nothing, man. We kind of got a
How you doing,
little
man?
off,
What's up, brother?
we got a little off
All right.
subject. We talking about some stuff from the other night. Yeah, I already gave the spiel about the Crips, man. The dude saying they started in 1972 by Tookie. So yeah.
I'm gonna tap out, Kev. I'm gonna let y'all, you know what I'm saying, chop it up on that one, man.
All right, Hutch. All right,
All right.
peace.
All right, brother.
Rockhead, what that Stiller Nation like?
Steelers, man.
Y'all,
Steelers, y'all know that.
y'all gonna beat the Chiefs?
Yep,
What if y'all play the Browns or the Ravens?
we're gonna beat them. Ravens not gonna be in there. Once we win Monday night, they done.
They done, they through. All right, let's go to this then, Rockhead. What do you think about Lamar Jackson? And before you answer that, let me give you some background. I had posted something on Twitter saying that, asking how come everybody's on Lamar Jackson's bandwagon after he beat the Browns? It's just the Browns. It's not no big old deal. And I caught a lot of slack because people saying that I'm hating, that was a big win, blah, 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 because their playoff hopes, I emphasize hopes, are still alive. Well, goddamn, didn't the Redskins beat the Steelers and didn't nobody go crazy about that shit? That put them in first place. That's a big game for them. It's a regular season game to me. Regular means it's a regular game. Postseason is when it counts. So you think Lamar Jackson is all of that? Obviously, you
Nope,
don't. Y'all gonna
nope.
beat him,
I don't.
right?
Let me tell you something, man. This is what I tell people every week. I said if he go up against a passing quarterback, he's not gonna be able to match it. He's not a thrower. The kid from Arizona is a better passing quarterback than him. He got 100 something yards running, 130 yards passing when they beat him. That says everything about Cleveland's defense. But
That's
I've never been a fan of his. It's not about hating. He's not a conventional passer. You've had some great passers who can run the ball. He's not unless he learns how to really throw that ball and be able to keep up with them quarterbacks that's doing 300 yards a game, he's going to always be mediocre.
and that was my whole thing, man. That's mediocrity. Yeah, he's exciting. Yeah, he's a brother. Yeah, he's fast. All that shit's good to watch. It's fun to watch. But his record is 0-2 in the postseason, and his statistics are horrible in the postseason.
And against great teams, he's like 1-8.
That makes no sense for somebody to say I'm hating and that he's
No,
so
you ain't hating. Everybody looking for that one thing that everybody get behind, because it's like the white folks look for that great white hope in
oh.
all the sports, and you want to give him credit, but again, he's not a complete football player. He's a great athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he can match these other quarterbacks throwing 300 yards for 300 yards, or unless you're playing against a defense and don't know how to stop the run, when you as a quarterback got more yards running than everybody. I mean, here's where I've never been a fan of his.
Okay, like dude say, the reigning MVP is mediocre. Wow. Well, let me say this about the reigning MVP being mediocre. Again, yeah, he's exciting. He gets the job done sometimes. He do got an arm, but football is a 4-quarter game. You got to be consistent throughout the game if you expecting to win it. Again, okay, he said we hating Rockhead. Again, dude is 0-2, 1-8 against good teams, and terrible statistics in the postseason. The reason why he got MVP is because they don't do that shit on postseason. They do that shit on the regular season. So again, he's probably the best regular season player of last year. And some could argue it was Pat Mahomes. They say we tripping, Rockhead. So
Man, hold on. Let me tell y'all something, man. Yeah, let me tell y'all, ain't nobody tripping. We always on to cover our skin rather than what's laid out there. the dude, I'd say the dude's a great athlete, period. But and, you know, when they deal with MVP, they deal with all the bullshit, all the politics. They love this person. They was loving the Seattle quarterback. Then when he lost that game, they stopped talking about him. Now Mahomes, but they say nothing about Mahomes when he struggled the last two games, and his defense kind of carried their ass, and he had to do some spectacular shit. Everybody always chasing what? Either you got it, either you don't. He's an athlete. No one could take that from him. He averages at the most, he averages 130 yards passing every game.
Okay, so let me stop you real quick because everybody's against us. So here go the thing. What Rocky had just said, his average pass in a game. You guys are saying it's a team game and there's defense involved. Okay, so what is his reason for low statistics in the big game? Explain that to me. If I'm hating, man, I just have to be a hater. I'm just calling a ball and a strike. Dude is also young, so he hasn't fully matured. So, I mean, you just can't make a young guy be so great. But, you know, sometimes it happens.
I say it again. The little dude from Arizona is a better passer than him. Hands down.
Yeah. But there's been plenty of MVP winners in all sports that wasn't
don't deserve it.
Yes, that didn't win a championship or wasn't the best player.
And those who deserve it didn't get it. You know, but they call me a hater. I don't give a damn. Pittsburgh Steelers or nothing.
In this case, I don't give a damn either. Normally, I get offended, but this one, I just want some understanding.
Your Lakers winning, man.
Always, man. They're gonna win again.
4 minutes left, 104 to 101. Your boy Davis got 30-something points. Ain't came in the fourth quarter. LeBron got to about 26. They was down by 25. Now they up. Your Lakers look real good, man. Unstoppable. But back to football, man. You can call it what you want to call it. To me, I'm not impressed with that kid. They're not going to make the playoffs this year. Then what's going to be their excuse? They played against a sorry-ass Cleveland Browns team. Baker Mayfield, everybody tried to destroy him the last few years. And he had a great game of passing second time this season. And dude came in there and used his legs and rushed for 120-something, 130-something yards for a quarterback. And it just, I mean, he is what he is.
Hey, now y'all going to resort to making excuses? Who Tom Brady had to throw to? Y'all not giving Cam Newton, y'all not overrating Cam Newton because he ain't got nobody to throw to. Come on, man. Don't start making excuses. When you throwing the ball in the ground and you scrambling and throwing the ball out of bounds, bro, come on, man. Don't do that.
They looking for help.
Yeah, they need help. But nevertheless, this proved to be a good topic because it's a lot of people that disagree with what we saying. So I'm glad I even brought it up.
Are y'all going? Is he going to the playoffs this year, y'all? Since y'all saying he's a super quarterback, is he going to the playoffs? No.
Well, now they saying it's a team game. It's 11 men on the field, and there's also
it takes 11, huh? Do y'all hear me up here using excuses for my Pittsburgh Steelers? Washington beat us with 6 starters gone, and we shouldn't have beat us. They beat us. They got the best front 7 in the NFL right now, and that front 7 showed off their shit. You know what I mean? I mean, Buffalo beat us because we played soft. We're not complaining about we played 4 games in 12 days.
They said Tom Brady had the best offensive line for 13 years. Let's not forget the Cowboys had a great offensive line for more than that. Aikman and Romo. That don't mean nothing. You got to remember, they got somebody named Belichick as well.
I mean, Belichick make the Patriots.
Yes,
Yeah.
and since we making excuses on defense, nigga, most of them years the Patriots had a horrible defense. Remember, for a couple of years, the Patriots was getting people off the streets, and one year the Patriots used 2 wide receivers as defensive backs. Don't give me all that bullshit now. Come on now, just stick to whether Lamar is good or not good. When you start making excuses, it really don't make your argument look very well.
He not good to me. He all right. He average.
Keep Claw said, "What up, Rockhead?"
What's up, homie? Big Keith. My tall ass homeboy. No, but I don't know, man. Everybody's searching for whatever reason. The Raiders looking for excuses and gave a game away. They not in the playoffs. The Cowgirls are done for a couple years now. Again, they want some excuse. We hurt. Nigga, we was hurt all last year and still went 8-8, and Tomlin wasn't acknowledged. Come on now. We lost our starting linebacker. Then we lost another linebacker. Then we lost another linebacker. We try to fit them in and make them do what they supposed to do. I ain't gonna never use no excuse for the Steelers. It's Steelers are nothing on mine.
Let me clarify something real quick. Rockhead definitely didn't say he was trash, and I'm not saying he trash. My whole question was, why is everybody on the Lamar Jackson bandwagon again after beating the Cleveland Browns? That was the question where I was called a hater and started getting people saying I didn't know what the hell I was talking about.
I get it. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat something. I say he's a great athlete, but he's just not a good throwing quarterback. Without his legs, he ain't shit. So if you want to look at that as trash, that's trash. But he's a great athlete. He gets things, he know how to get things done. But when it comes down to mano, you get a quarterback with a good defense that make him throw 300 yards. He cannot match that. Period. Cleveland got a sorry ass defense. Last couple games gave up 40 points. He ran 100-something yards against them and only threw 130 yards, 120. Against a good defense, his legs is not going to carry him. Y'all didn't see that shit when Pittsburgh beat him the first game? His legs can't carry him. You got to throw that ball.
My man said, who was on this bandwagon? Besides every sports show the following day after they beat the Browns, Magic Johnson, Terrell Owens, and a gang of motherfuckers on Twitter. That's who was on this bandwagon.
See, but most I be listening to Steven Smith, Get Up to Take. I listen to all that. All them dudes are fraudulent. They all think they experts on some shit. They jump from bandwagon to bandwagon to bandwagon to bandwagon. Everybody go what's hot and what's not. If Mahomes turn around, lose Sunday and lose again at the end of the season, then what they gonna say? He's still the greatest? Come on, man. Yeah, let's keep this shit real. Everybody, most of y'all follow what's hot and what's not. It's very rarely you stick with your punches from beginning to the end and be held accountable.
Well, next thing they're gonna do is start making excuses why the Rams lost the Super Bowl. But J-Bo is right. The Ravens defense sucked. Absolutely. I agree with that. But if y'all follow KevMacVideo live streams, I've been saying for a couple years that, to me, a lot of defenses suck now because of the officials and because players just aren't that good at coverage as your Deion Sanders and your Ronnie Lotts and all those dudes back in the day. Darryl Green and all those cats, man. It's a different day, a different time. Woodson. All them dudes was locked down corners, man. Stephen A. bandwagon the Steelers now, they losing. He off of.
Yeah, that's my point. But he been off them all year talking shit about him. That's my point. They run to what's hot and what's not.
Now, I don't know if this is for me or Rockhead or somebody else, but we never said you guys said the Ravens are great. I never said you guys said the Ravens are great. I said that there's people back on the Lamar Jackson bandwagon after beating the Browns. That ain't got nothing to do with the Ravens are great or whatever, but their defense is terrible. Michael Vick was hard though, but if y'all don't agree with what I'm saying about Lamar Jackson, I'm not even gonna tell you about Michael Vick and Steve McNair. I mean not McNair, Donovan McNabb, my bad.
What are you talking about, Cordell Stewart?
Cordell was a slasher for y'all, man.
He had an arm though.
He was all right. What about Quincy Carter, man? We always want the black quarterbacks, like you said, to be the great white hope. Man. We always want them to excel, but
I know.
Unfortunately, everybody ain't Doug Williams, man.
They put the third stream in now.
Rockhead, I'm from Pittsburgh. I still live here. Them dudes is bums. Stop rocking with them. Stick to California teams.
Who said that?
L Boogie.
Bookie, let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck where you from, nigga. I'm from Compton. I've been rooting for Steelers since I was a young cat. I'm Steelers or nothing regardless. You can feel the way you want to feel. Nigga, I fucks with them. 100%. And understand Art Rooney was the one who laid the foundation to make sure they at least got to consider hiring black coaches. So you could be from Pittsburgh, deep in the hole of Pittsburgh, goddammit. If you don't like them, then you don't like them. I'm from Compton. I love them. Period.
Yeah, Brian Johnson, Randall Cunningham. I think Randall Cunningham was better than a lot of these black quarterbacks that people like now. That's just my opinion. I don't think Randall was the choke that I think some of the other quarterbacks are. Warren Moon, he was hard. I love Warren Moon. He's from my neighborhood, but Warren Moon, he never got him a ring either. He was the shit in the Canadian League, though. And he put up numbers in the NFL.
What about Doug Williams?
Yeah, I said Doug. I said all these dudes ain't as good as Doug Williams, man. Doug was the shit.
Doug was the best.
Yeah.
If Joe Gillian wasn't on hairline, he would have been the best.
Right.
He was the first one, y'all. He was the first one.
Yeah. My father used to talk about him.
He was the first one. Lay it up, dummy. Make the ball, dummy. 51 seconds, 112. Third strings. But I think that's the issue with us. We always looking for that great white hope in the black quarterbacks. We always, everybody want to talk about the motherland. How can we talk about the motherland? We can't even deal with ourselves straight up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, shit. All I know is deep as farther as I go is my grandparents' parents, and they were slaves and out of Texas. I can't deal with the motherland because I wasn't at that time. But I hear people say that, and and I know for a fact they don't even like us out there in one sense. But on the flip side of even that, I mean, we got to deal with ourselves and our own taboos and our own issues here as a black race that can't never get along and always looking for excuses to stab each other in our backs.
Man.
I know people don't want to hear that.
No, they just saying that Doug Williams wasn't better than Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham, Dante Culpepper, or Donovan McNabb.
Huh?
He got to be young, bro. The boy was bad even at Tampa Bay before he went to Washington and won the Super Bowl.
I'm shocked.
I'm shocked as well. And
Doug had an arm.
he had an arm and he was a pocket passer.
He had an arm.
The man was so good they threatened him to get out the NFL or they was gonna kill him. Yeah, Goob said the first black quarterback to take the Steelers to the Super Bowl, and then they benched him and let Bradshaw get the credit.
Now, let me tell you something, Goose. Do your homework. When Bradshaw got hurt, yes, Joe Gilliam took over and took him to the Super Bowl. But whatever people didn't understand, Joe Gilliam was a fucking heroin addict. He fucked himself.
Jefferson Street Joe, man.
But he took him there. But at the end, he messed himself. He'd rather get high and then prepare himself for the big one. I used to talk that same smack. I used to hate their asses for that. And then I did my own homework.
Steve McNair was hard, man. I ain't got nothing to say about Steve McNair.
I think Steve is probably one of the toughest.
Yeah, Steve was nice at Alcorn State, man.
But again, I don't know too much about them quarterbacks. I know about my Pittsburgh Steelers, man.
I seen that one coming.
I'm just being honest with you. We had a slasher, until he started switch hitting on us. Hey, I'm gonna call you back. I'm on one of them I'm on a pod service right now. I'm gonna call you back. I'm online. Hello?
Yeah.
No, but we had a slasher who had a decent arm, and he wanted to start switch hitting, so he messed it up. Cordell Big Booty Stewart. At least I'm honest with my shit, man. Come on, Lakers. Shut them down. Shut them down. 18 seconds.
But you got to think, if Doug Williams was so bad, how did he win the Super Bowl?
They can't answer that. So they got names in there I ain't never heard of.
Man. J-Bo, that's a great question, but we all know it's because they hooked up with William Hill. They hooked up with Las Vegas casinos now, bro. They hooked up with the biggest odds maker, biggest bookie in all of the country. That's why.
What was that?
He said why the NFL start making NBA calls. All that cheating they be doing. Them ghost calls, them ghost files and shit.
Mm-hmm. Don't foul, dummy.
Aaron McNair was the former NFL MVP, only black quarterback to win the award. I mean Patrick Mahomes too. They say he had Art Monk and John Riggins.
Art Monk.
But shit, damn near, if not every team that won the Super Bowl had a good running back and a good wide receiver. At worst, they had a great defense.
We all know who had the best all-time defense, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Steelers, baby. Steel curtain, baby. Get it twisted. Terry Bradshaw was mediocre, but that defense made it work for him. Yeah, tell Guzman he shouldn't tell nobody from Pittsburgh don't root for Pittsburgh, though. And for the record, Goose, I don't root for no LA team. I just started rooting for the Lakers because of LeBron. That's my guy. I like LeBron. I like what he represent. Like what he stand for. I like how he give back to his community.
Yeah.
He just started a new business in Ohio, literacy and business preparation seminars for they teach them guys to run their own business for free for his community. Again, we got over 20-something NBA players and another 30-something football players in the state of California ain't doing shit for their communities.
Hey, man, they own you about the defense. They said 85 Bears was better.
Man, you crazy and all out there. Ain't nothing better than Steel Curtain. Nothing. Mean Joe Green, LC Greenwood, the White Fight, Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, Robin Cole. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Household names forever and always. 85. We already won 4 Super Bowls before 85. Cut it out. How many y'all win? Because y'all was so great. What y'all win 85? Y'all win the Super Bowl 85 with that defense? Who won the Super Bowl in 85? Kev, Mac.
The Chicago Bears.
Oh, they won?
Yeah.
Oh, they must have been good for that 1 year then.
Yeah, probably 2 years. That's when they had Refrigerator Perry, Walter
Oh, yeah, Fat Boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Lakers won.
But the thing is, like you make a great point to whoever said that a lot of bad quarterbacks won Super Bowls, but Trent Dilfer won with one of the best defenses in football. And the same goes for that guy. Who was the other Ravens quarterback that ain't shit and won, and they paid him all that money, and he ain't never been shit since then. I think he's a backup now.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, bad quarterbacks have won.
Unless they got a defense.
Yeah, you got to have a defense. And that's what I was saying. If you didn't have a good running back and a good wide receiver, at least you had a good defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Willie Parker from the Steelers.
My running back.
There y'all go. Thank you. Joe Flacco. Exactly.
Joe Flacco. He with the Cowgirls?
No,
he went
right?
with who?
He's a backup for somebody. I just seen him play.
He played last week, yeah.
They gave him all that money because Ray Lewis and them had that good defense. Ed Reed and them, and they just paid the quarterback. No, nigga, it was your defense. He's on the Broncos.
Broncos, there you go.
Yeah.
USC choked, huh?
Yeah, they choked. I turned it off from 30-something seconds left. Jets. Oh man, how did I let the Clipper news get past me? Did you see that shit, Rockhead?
What happened?
They talking about Kawhi may or may not be able to play for the Clippers, man. They might have to lose him.
Why? Because
all that red ass shit. They got him.
That deal that they said Jerry West made to get him.
Exactly. Man, I don't feel bad for Kawhi, man. He was doing too much. And Jerry West, of course, he's a master in NBA. You know he got some tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, what do you think about the guy who blew the whistleblower? Is he a whistleblower or he's a snitch?
Who?
The guy who told him because he didn't get paid.
Shit. He's a snitch to me.
That's my point.
No.
I wonder what everybody, I wonder what all the maniacs say about that one. The guy who gave up Jerry West and Kawhi because he didn't get his 2.5, but he's Kawhi's friend, He didn't get his 2.5. Is he a snitch or he just a whistleblower?
Oh, they corrected me. Joe Flacco's the backup on the Jets, not the
Jets. I know it was something like that. It don't make a difference. He's a damn backup, y'all.
right.
He can be a backup for Timbuktu.
I don't give a damn what Joe Flacco ruptured or whatever muscle that he got torn. He wasn't that good to begin with. He had a good playoff game that got him to the Super Bowl. Other than that, it was the defense that took them all the way. And they say he a punk. He ain't a snitch. He's a punk. Stop telling.
What? But ain't that what a snitch is? A snitch is a little punk ass motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all get what I'm saying, though, man? He gonna, that was between him and them dudes. He could have got something, but instead he want to tell a story. And the sad thing about it, he probably had no discussion with Kawhi about it. The way the information coming out, Kawhi was probably coming there any motherfucking way, and he probably put his 2 cents in like he had something to say about it, and got Jerry all caught up. And now he got Kawhi, might not have to can't play. Pay to play. What they call that, pay to play.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't get paid, so he want to tell all story. That's what they do, man. They tell from every angle. Snitch is a snitch is a snitch. Ain't no excuse, ain't no justification for that. You a snitch, you a snitch.
Man.
We should have a show about what is snitching.
Oh,
I went to DC. They flew me out there. Piece of Heart flew me out there. They had a big old seminar in DC talking about what is snitching. Oh man, I had fun with that shit. They were saying this is not snitching, that is not snitching. Nigga, a snitch is a snitch. If an old lady sees something or got somebody trying to take something from her, that's not snitching. She's an innocent. But if we out there in that life and some dirty cops come and get us and turn our pockets inside out, and you telling the motherfuckers to get out of jail, then you a rat, nigga. Rat's a rat, man. I mean, you can't. There's no way around none of that shit right there. And there ain't no way around it, man. But what that dude did, man, to the Clippers, Jerry West, Kawhi, and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he wasn't man enough to go there. Hey, Kawhi, look at me. I made the deal with Jerry. I talked to Jerry. This is what happened. And let Kawhi handle that shit. But instead, he wanted to make it public to expose everybody just to get paid and still might not get shit. Rat ass nigga. I hope you hear me because you might know me. I don't give a fuck. I'm in that basketball world.
Man, I just got a notification. It says he's actually taking my side, but then he tries to go a step too far. He says, kevmacvideos, truthfully, Tookie was about in the 15 to 25 first Crips. But he became a general very quick because of his recruiting, politicking, hanging out, and putting in work.
Who said that shit?
First of all, it wasn't a whole lot of work being put in back then. You hear the stories of them fighting at the park, the couple of murders that really went down were big, famous murders. We didn't hear about Tookie being arrested for the murders or putting in that work. So, again, you guys can say what you want, put it how you put it, interpret it how you put it. But when you start trying to correct history, you got to be careful. Like, I'm sure you probably wasn't around. Maybe you was, but you probably wasn't. I don't know where you're getting your stories from. He wrote a book. Does he talk about putting in a bunch of work in his book? So I don't know. That's your opinion. That's fine. You guys know more than I know. I don't know shit. I ain't talked to nobody. You guys was there. I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know how to say it, how to convey my position to you guys. But okay, I'm not gonna argue with y'all. If that's how you feel, or that's what you've seen, or that's what you know, so be it.
Man, at the end of the day, Raymond Washington's the founder and creator of all this bullshit, nonsense, and Crip shit. However you want to put it, however you want to call it. He was the originator, and anything else, him and whoever them group of guys that was with him are the originators. And those that still alive know the truth. So everybody want to add this and add that to make another person look like he was this and that. Man, we all know the truth about Chuck. We try to get everybody to respect and not say certain shit,
Right.
but we know the truth.
Yeah. You couldn't have said it no better. Not to interrupt you, but a lot of us know the truth, or we heard a lot of the stories, credible stories, but we're not out to smut nobody. We're not out to mess nobody's reputation up. The man is dead. Let him rest in peace. He made his mark in Crip history, and that's it. It's not a whole lot to really debate about that. But I just want to say this, and then you could go ahead, Rockhead. If the Crips started in 1969 on the east side by Raymond Washington and didn't hit the west side until 1971, for simple math, that's 2 years later, you think it was only 15 to 25 Crips in the first 2 years of the Crips? Come on, man. Come on. For real. Come on.
I mean, like I said, kid, people who think they want to know the truth or hear the truth, they really don't want to hear the truth. Everybody got their story. You talking about guys from 64 to 69 years of age. You talking about a time that only them guys can really to relate to. And some of them guys who may be in that age and say they were there, 9 times out of 10, they was there looking from the outside in, wishing they could be a part of it, but couldn't be a part of it because they didn't have what it took. You know, but again, man, leave it alone. It is what it is. You know, Raymond created and did what he did in 69. Whatever happened after 69, it is what it is. But the one thing you can't take from that brother, he's the creator. And that's only one person. And the guys that he was with. When I say that, I'm giving them guys respect because he didn't do it by himself, but he was the main focal point of it all since the conception of this. You know, again, man, people know some shit, man. And people start talking some real shit about some real shit. A lot of people don't get mad, their feelings hurt for nothing because people hate hearing the truth and dealing with the truth. The truth is what it is. You know, a lot of people don't like some of the stuff I've said, but you can't take away my truth. I lived that. I did that. I was a part of that. You know, and it is sad that we can't take our truth and just run with it because someone else always got something they want to say and never experienced that before in their lives. It's like I told somebody a few years ago. He did 18 years in jail, but he went in the 90s, late 90s, and got out in the early 2000s, middle 2015, 16, or some shit like that. And I told him, what you experienced in the late 90s to when you got out wasn't nothing compared to what we experienced in the late 70s to 1988. There's no comparison of what we had to go through. There's no comparisons. But people think, oh no, it wasn't like that. We didn't have sensitive need yards. Either you was a rat, snitch, PC, or you was a soldier. And I say it again. In 84, 85, 86, we had it bad. Because when they declared war on us, The young homie was not prepared for that type of hand-to-hand comeback. So everybody start tossing their blue rags or saying, I'm not a Crip. There's brothers out here right now on the streets who got out the shoe unit, went to general population, and them Southerns took their ass up, and Rips looked at them and looked on. Oh, I'm not a Crip. They out here, they know what they experience. You can't take away what they experience. So people get offended because I said people tuck their rags. I mean, you get people on the streets right now tuck their rags and they go in someone else's neighborhood like they ain't something. But once they leave or got the numbers, want to be tougher than what they really are. I mean, so again, only those that was there in the beginning know the real truth. And every avenue of the truth that comes out through my family, my uncles, is Raymond Washington. Period. No, a lot of other names wasn't even mentioned until people start creating them. It was always Raymond. But again, that's my truth, my opinion through my uncles. I'm not in my 60s. I'm damn near, but I'm not. You know, but we got to really recognize, man, when we try to tell our truth, we trying to educate. We're not glorifying nothing. We want to educate so when people listen and take what we say and take heed, that we could teach someone else who's trying to be something they could never really be. Because there can never be another Rockhead. There could never be another Raymond Washington. There could never be some of the names, some of the most notorious names in this history of the Bloods or Crips or Power Rule. It could never be the same. So when people out there chasing that name, man, you better be careful, because there's consequences. You can't duplicate what certain people went through. So all we doing is trying to educate, show, and teach through our personal experience and our personal knowledge, so we can start making better choices in life, where we can help others, help themselves. I've never said I was the baddest motherfucker around, but I do know in my era, I was a motherfucker. And that's just the difference. And I could be had like you could be had. I always understood it. But the way I lived and the way I dealt with shit, it didn't matter one way or another. So just take heed, take that information and make it work best for you. Quit always looking for loopholes to say this is better, that was better, or this person did this and that person did that. Everybody have their truth. Everybody have their issues. Everybody have their up and downs. But in the reality, when we deal with Crip, period, you have to only say Raymond Washington and those that was directly with him. That's just my opinion, my strong opinion.
To the brother asking the question, according to Tookie, it was February 1973 when Buddha died. It was in memory of Buddha because Buddha used to wear a blue handkerchief out his left front pocket. I haven't heard too many people dispute that. The worst I've heard is people say, well, you could give that to him. But some people say when you went to fire camp back then, you only got two color rags, a blue one or a red one. So the answer is in Blue Ridge Black Redemption by Stanley Tookie Williams and Barbara Big. Yeah. When the OG speaking knowledge, it's your best interest that you just soak it in. Kev and Rockhead, word is gravy with me. Y'all been there, done that. Start making intelligence being cool. I wish we could, man. That would be the shit. But I'm gonna say something to go along with what Rockhead was saying, but in my own words, when we talking, and not just me, but my elders, when people like Rockhead or people older than Rockhead speaking, you soak up the knowledge. You don't try to contest it and get into a debate or draw out some things, draw something out of the person and cause people like Rocky said to get their feelings hurt. Or people, somebody you thought was God, and now you hear the worst of them, or things like that. So it's best sometimes to just listen and don't ask too many questions. Definitely don't try to debate it just to get somebody upset or make somebody else that's not even in the conversation get pissed off. These people got family members. These people got friends that's still alive, man. So a lot of times that shit ain't cool. Even when you guys be asking, Mac asked this, Mac asked that. Who killed Raymond Watson? These are things that we don't need to be asking, and things that I'm not gonna ask. These are things not for the public ears, and you guys gotta respect that at some point. So that's what I got to say on that. You getting tired, Rockhead? You look sleepy, man. You back on cheesecakes yet?
Huh?
You back on your cheesecakes yet?
Nah, I ain't had no cheesecake, man.
Doing good.
I did have a hell of a banana pudding though.
I've been fiending for a cheesecake. I'm gonna have to go get me one. Damn, it's been on my mind all week.
Just telephone call away, boy. You know that.
But they in LA. I'm way in the valley.
He know he'll ship you one.
He probably would, but then Greg might just bullshit me for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, go on get some rest, man. I know you're tired.
Where Loco at, man?
He was picking his kid up from the airport, so he's probably spending quality time with his son.
Tell Loco he already got some good excuses, man. But I thought he owed me some Dallas Cowgirl money.
He said he was gonna pay you. He gonna owe me too. He gonna owe me too, because I don't think the Cowboys are gonna win more games than the Patriots.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. But all right, man. All right, Kev. Appreciate you as always. Talk to you tomorrow. Hey, everybody else, man. Like Kev said, man. Get this knowledge. Take this knowledge. And when you see someone that's crying out and don't know they crying out, you can help them out and give them a little wisdom. Give them that little wisdom. But we all need somebody, man. None of us bigger than self. But we all need somebody to give us some advice or somebody to help us get over that hump. And that's what this shit is about, man. Educating us enough to deal with the reality and truth of what's going around us every day. In every state, every city, we got a gang of bullshit going on that we really got to work on and figure it out. Now, hopefully, by things I've said, things that Kev Mac does all the time on his lives and everything else, that people could take what they need that relates to them or relates to what's going on around them in their community and seek out and deal with it. Like Kev, that one kid you said called, wanted to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
And you asked, can he have my number?
Yeah.
That kid been with me from day one. Every giveaway I do, he right there. And his issues really was his relationship with his mom was like my relationship with my mom. You know, he had family he could stay with, but family always pointing fingers. He worked his ass off every day, but he didn't have enough credit or didn't never had credit to go rent his own apartment. He had money to move in first and last, but all the background checks and all the other stuff he was struggling with. So he felt that he needed to go to jail. So he started doing shit purposely to try to get caught to go to jail. And every time he did,
Nigga, Crips lie, nigga. Crips don't die, they multiply, nigga. What was the name of the song, Mr. Gould? Can you please tell me the name of the song? You got 12 minutes, my nigga. The group Bloodstone. Come on, Mr. Goob. Tell me the name of the song, my nigga. What are you waiting on, nigga? Goddamn. It's like us waiting on the Steelers to win a Super Bowl, nigga. We gonna wait another 10 years, nigga? How long we gonna wait for the Steelers to win a Super Bowl? Is how long we gotta wait for you to tell me the name of the song you want. Papa don't take no mess. Nipsey Hussle gangbanging kid. Can you play the Crip? Can't find it. Can't find it. I talked to a lot of Crips. They can't find it. So, no, I can't play that. All right, Goob, you're not going to give it to me. So, nigga, your super chat is forfeited, nigga. Just forget your super chat. That shit is gone. You'll never get nothing for your super chat, nigga. Go bet on a horse next time. You got a better chance of winning. What is something like crowdfunding to fund it yourself? I mean, that's possible. We got to find a secretary or somebody worthy of collecting the money. Because I'm not going to collect it. And then y'all say I kept your money or stole your money. Damn sure don't want to die with your money. So, yeah, we could find somebody credible secretary to raise the money. We could do the funding. I mean, shit. Henny God. Bro. Oh, okay. You was the first super chat, Henny God. So tell me the song one more time, man. Something by Nipsey Hussle. What was it, homie? But yeah, for whoever asked, Buddha died in 73, man. That's where the color blue supposedly came from, according to Stanley Tookie Williams and a lot of other people that I talked to didn't disagree with it. That's cool of the Menlaws. I mean, they got the same enemies as the neighborhood, so why not? Lester Lewis, good looking out. Appreciate that, bro. Gang banging by Nipsey Hussle. Papa don't take no mess. What? Man, that didn't even pop up, man. Y'all got to find something better than that. Featuring J-Rock, Megalicious, good looking out. Appreciate it. Or featuring Kabi Supreme. You want the J-Rock one or the Kabi Supreme? Damn, I didn't know I was on mute. Good looking out. I was talking all that shit too. Talking all that shit and was on mute. Oh well. All right, Loco then. If that's what you want to do, bro. But I was saying I had something to do tonight and I'm 50 minutes late and shit. And so I was saying that the good thing about Vegas is it's open all night, so it don't matter how late I am. I can still get out and do my thing and have fun. But the fact remains, I'm 52 minutes late. I'm behind. Big League, good looking out. But if you want to check in real quick, Loco, you can. If not, bro, all right, I'm out. See you tomorrow. Don't forget Boo Boo Sunday. for Matavi is coming back with Q&A. Y'all ask the questions, he get the answers. All right? All right. Yeah, you know, I'll be turning my mic down so y'all don't hear all this extra noise and shit. Yeah. What up, homie?
What's up with it, bro? What you got planned, nigga? You finna get out there in the streets?
Yeah. What up, Kev? This is the best interactive live on YouTube. Let me hear Imperial by Misty Slick. Man, see how they did me? I gotta go. Another song at least. But what up? Where your son at?
Oh man, he in there on the game already. Mari, come here right quick.
He didn't waste no time, huh?
Oh no, man, he in there with his brother and them getting it. Hold on. Here he is. Tell Kev Mac hi. It's my baby right here that live in North Dakota.
What's up, man? You look like your daddy.
What's up?
Yeah, Mari. You remember? That's all I talk about, huh, cuz?
I think your hairline a little better than your daddy's.
Thank you. That's Uncle Kev Mac right there. Yep.
Thank you.
Say hi to the Mac Heads and Maniacs. Say hi, Mac Heads and Maniacs.
You shy, huh?
Yeah, my baby, man.
Go on, play your game, man. Good to meet you, man. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
All right.
Yeah, man, they getting it in and stuff, so.
Yeah. I know how it was. I used to do that shit when I used to go to my uncle's house.
Yep.
You know, can't hear you.
Fuck, man. I did all that talking shit. Whatever. Maybe it wasn't meant for me to put that out there, but whatever. All right, y'all. Coming up shortly. What up, Gold?
Hey, what's up, Kev? I just came on for a hot second. I wanted to holler at Loco for a second. Cause what's up?
What's up, Mr. Gould?
Hey, the other day, I had came in and was saying something about which was the top murders or something in Vegas. And you were saying, nah, I had never been, wasn't in Vegas or whatever. Shit. We was going out there back in the mid 80s. I wasn't saying that wasn't the most experienced, or however we were putting it. You remember you were saying something about
Loco said on the Las Vegas Strip.
Oh, right. And what I was trying to say was there was a murder that was out there. You know what I'm saying? That was a triple murder. That was one of the a high profile murder in Vegas, because they had did a triple murder, and the baby is the one, because they didn't kill the baby in the house. The baby is the one that told on them. And this happened like in about 90, 91. That's when a lot of my homies, because I had about like 15 homies caught indictments in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? We were on the first cruise that had the Crazy Horse 1 and Crazy Horse 2 like sold up. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like we was doing all things. So I wasn't trying to contradict what you were saying on it.
We were just misunderstanding each other. Yeah, I know it's been some high profile. He got that. You know I did it on camera.
I know, and I told him too.
Man, Rockhead ain't got to do nothing but give me the legitimate information, and that could be already over with, man.
Right.
That's his money.
But shit, y'all got 3 more games to pass the Patriots up, homie.
Yeah, we're gonna pass them. You know that, man. You know how this shit gonna happen. We might end up. Is there any way we can finish the tie?
Nigga, I don't know what you talking about. I'm sitting here waiting on the cash out, nigga. Cowboys ain't finna win out.
No, so what is the Patriots record?
Patriots has got 6 wins, but yeah, the Cowboys can win their division. Yeah.
But I'm talking about, can they catch the wins on? We got enough games still to catch the wins.
Yeah, they could catch the Patriots, but they're not.
Oh yeah, they got that. They got that Cam out of there. You see who his next opponent is. He sure is. He sure got an L coming Sunday.
He better than Cam Newton. Shit, let him play.
Who?
The backup.
Who is it?
Some white boy that they wanted to be the starting quarterback anyway.
Ain't that
Nigga, it's no longer interesting now, huh?
No, Cam ain't with that no more, man. I mean, he ain't that man no more. Just simple as that. He had his run. The dude's a natural born champion. He came close to getting a Super Bowl, but he got junior college championship. He got a national championship. He been to the Super Bowl already.
Yeah.
He did his thing. He had his run, man. He washed up. Them dudes ain't finna let him because he capped too hard and like to rub it in. And them defensive players refuses to let Cam do any of that anymore. He played his own self. If he'd have just been humble, scoring, and been a football player, dude's a natural born champion. He came close to getting a Super Bowl, but he got junior college championship.
Why am I so late?
He got a national championship. He been to the
Good, what you listening to, homie?
No, I'm froze, so I was listening to y'all on my computer because I froze up on my phone.
Nigga. Nigga over there looking like Jack Ham. Nigga over there looking like Jack Lambert or some shit.
That nigga Goob crazy, man. Back of the moon.
Man. That nigga Goob say he didn't even take his shot. I gotta look at that.
Hey guys.
I'm back.
You got a feed because we still hearing Loco talk on your feed, man.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know. That's my phone tripping. Yeah, I need to get a new phone. My kids want me to get an iPhone. I ain't fucking with it, but my phone is like really be tripping.
Megalicious, you should be in Vegas pretty soon for the holidays, huh? Shaniqua back in the ATL.
Shaniqua don't be dipping out there to Vegas?
Shaniqua would be dipping everywhere, nigga. If Shaniqua had a passport for America, she would have a whole bunch of stamps.
Yeah.
Shit, they say California, for every 1 out of 80 people got this shit.
I've seen that shit. Y'all right. I mean, they done spiked in California, and everybody be wanting me to come out there to do an interview, nigga. You motherfuckers is crazy.
Yeah.
Man, one of my partners' pops caught that shit. They had to rush him to the hospital today. He got pneumonia and COVID, and he got diabetes.
Damn,
it's all bad, man.
You know what's crazy is that they saying even after you take the vaccine, you still got to wear a mask. So what is the purpose of taking the vaccine?
Listen, the vaccine works like this, man, bro. They got 2 steps to the vaccine. That's what they ain't telling a lot of people. You got to take one, then like a little time later, you got to go back and finish the whole regimen. So if you take that first one, it ain't finna protect you from no COVID. You got to go through the whole shit. And they ain't telling you all that. I was behind a nurse in the store last night, and she broke it down and told me all that shit. Say she ain't taking it. She ain't trying to hear that shit. The nurse.
Yeah. That shit been on the news though. Like 3 weeks later, you got to take.
I was looking at. Yeah, it's a dude that said something that was kind of made sense. I mean, look how many years it took to get the polio vaccine. Look how many years it took to get the, even though you still have the flu vaccine, you still get the flu. You know what I'm saying? They still ain't came up with an AIDS vaccine, but all of a sudden, within 7-8 months, you come up with a COVID vaccine. Just don't make no sense.
Well, I'm glad whatever whatever that conspiracy right there, or whatever that is, I'm glad for it. Because we didn't have
Right.
shit. I wish they could come up with something a little more faster than that. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna save some people, man, because a lot of people gonna really need this technology, man. They're gonna need this shit, man, to survive, bro. And we might be some of them that need it. Never know, man. You can't say, because you're only one person away from catching this shit, bro. And everybody that catch it say it ain't no joke. Don't play with it. It ain't no joke.
So what
They
we
didn't
gonna
take it serious, and now they do.
Wear masks the rest of our life?
I mean, I don't mind, man. I think I'm a damn near kind of go that way anyway, just like to me. This is something set forth. How can you not wear the mask no more after this? What is everybody gonna say one day? Oh, it's gone. They
Nigga,
defeated it.
if
I'm gonna be thinking about that shit all the time.
If COVID disappears and niggas like us are still wearing masks, nigga, believe we gonna catch a robbery, nigga, mistaken identity. Police gonna be like, get all them black niggas wearing masks, nigga, and lock their ass up.
They just gonna have to get me there. Cause I'm having that mask on, player.
How you doing today, Mr. Harris? You are facing 3 counts of robbery. You're facing 12 to 15 in Texas Department of Corrections.
Well, that's the least I've ever looked at, sir, and I thank you.
I know. We offer you a plea deal. You can take this vaccine and go home now.
No, I'm gonna go set mine out. They say they leave the light on for you, and that motherfucker leave the light on for me. I'm coming on.
6. All right.
Yeah, I got ready to get out, man. I'll never forget that. A guard told me that shit. He said, Harris, man, take care of yourself, man. We'll leave the light on for you. I said, God, this dirty motherfucker.
You'll be all right if you let Charleston White represent you in court.
Man, Charleston White can't come nowhere near me ever, man. Not even on live. Charleston White is a real live retard. That boy crazy as hell, all over the place with it. Now he Gangster Chronicles.
Oh, he's on Gangster Chronicles now?
Man, that nigga on Gangster Chronicles now, man. That nigga's one of they was talking about something about putting the nigga, you know what I'm saying, on a little podcast. And they got some that nigga Dewberry, that's my homie, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only one I can really vouch for on that there, man. It depends on what the genre is though too, but Dewberry's been as qualified. But I couldn't understand how Charleston White, you know, not even on no hate tip, just like what are they seeing or what's gonna be the play? You know, I'm waiting to see how that whole thing gonna be set up.
We're gonna change the name of this channel to the conspiracy Negroes.
Hey, y'all had a cool you and Alex had a cool video session the other night.
Yeah, you know what? I've never got so many compliments about a video and so much inspiration, but he said something that just caught niggas' attention. Like, what the fuck did he just say? So, you know, people looking at that a whole different way. Like, man, you can't have them type of niggas on your channel.
Boy, I see your face.
That fucked me up, but it was a good ass live though. It was like it was different, and people want to see us talk and hear us chop up history.
Oh man, that was awesome, man. When I looked on there and seen that his face was on the thumbnail, I said, "Oh yeah, I gotta watch that."
Yeah,
because he just came out the blue.
But you know, I mean, that he been showing respect to Kev at different times and stuff.
But like I told him, out of respect for him, I'm not even gonna go on them other channels. You know what I mean? I'm not getting in that circus that they got going on. So, you know,
that's what it is.
If I do, it's gonna be to Alex before anybody I don't know or some white dude. So, you know, I've been knowing dude. Like I said, he been in the trenches with me. He know how a nigga really get down. Like for real, he been there.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna become a part of that mess. It's messy to me, man, and I'm just
I
not willing
seen
to
this.
support that shit.
I seen this video, and I think it was Lil Baby or something. In the headlines on it, I was on YouTube. In the headlines, the first time Lil Baby found out that Vlad was the feds, and so he was talking, and Vlad, he was telling a story about him getting in the fight in jail, and Vlad came out and said, "Oh, when you had to fight with the white dude," and dude just stopped and said, "Wait a minute, how the fuck did you know it was a white dude?" You know what I'm saying? That shit was funny as fuck. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
man, you're the third person today to say that about the feds, man. But people
yeah,
been saying that shit. People been saying that shit for a long time.
Well, I mean,
and
when
they still
Kev,
go on
a
it.
lot of people lie, and then oh man, the feds gonna be on that, or they picked them up. But we know for a fact that I know at least 2 or 3 dudes, man, have been picked up behind Vlad videos.
Right.
No
I
question.
ain't never seen that from nobody else, no other platforms, none of that, man. And that's just facts, man. We know AR, Ab, and all them cats, man, and all that. We know that they used the niggas that footage and shit against them guys. We know that Casanova 2 times, they gonna use that footage against him. G Herbo, they gonna use that footage against him because he asked them questions to implicate him and give the DA something to go off of.
Yeah.
You know, when you bragging and boasting and trying to be all hard, he's asking them questions to put your ass away. And that's just how it's coming down, man. It ain't like nobody hating on it. You know, they ain't never used no footage I ever did, man. And I done been in hoods with guns and all sorts of shit. Did nobody go to jail from nobody? Never.
But like Kev said though one time, you know, a lot of people, you know, you get on these social media things. If you're not in it, if you out the game, then it's okay to talk about shit in your past that's already been, you know,
it really ain't. It really
clarified
ain't. It depends on what the thing is, because some things you just gotta pass on, homie. You can't. You gotta shut it down. You gotta know when to shut it down. You can't get in no situation where you stuck in the interview and you feel like you stuck and gotta say something because you want this so bad. You want this platform so bad.
Well, the thing is, I explained that already.
Right.
A few days ago or whatever, a week ago. If you got a man that's paying you, like I say, loco, nigga, come do this interview. I'm finna give you $1,500. And I ask you, and I write you out a contract because you know they be doing the signing off shit. Now, nigga, you not answering my questions. You just voided your payday. You not getting $1,500. So all of that is part of the sellout. This is part of going to a European platform for money, for cash money. So that's the whole thing. That's why Alonzo always maintained that if you paying for an interview, it's not gonna be as authentic because the nigga feel like he gotta answer the question or he not getting paid. So a nigga gonna say anything.
Right.
This thing was started, Kev, when I did my thing, and I keep going back to it real quick. It was old and all that, but I had so many people try to sue me.
Right.
Try to sue me, calling me, man, when we dropped the shit and it jump off and it go to doing big numbers.
Yeah.
I get random phone calls. Hey, loco, I talked to a lawyer today. We might as well just sell it out of court. I'm like, man, if you call my phone again, motherfucker, I'm gonna do this and do that to you, man. And I had women calling me. Hey, I got grandkids. I don't want that part put in there. Can you take that down? I said, no, ma'am. I didn't even ask you to be in my shit. You insisted on being in it. Now you want to turn around and sue me because you think I'm finna make some money off of it.
Bro,
that's just the American way, man.
Bro, I went through that in my hood, nigga. I put out DVDs. Niggas was telling me left and right they was gonna sue me. Homegirls was coming to me like, nigga, I just left whoop-de-whoop and they talking about suing you. Man, I would tell everybody, nigga, sue me, nigga. Yeah. Good luck with a new computer, nigga, because that's all you're gonna get from me. So if that's what you want, nigga, cool. But I wasn't even making money like that. My shit wasn't even in stores and shit. You know what I mean? But they jump in front of your camera though, don't they?
Man, look what I did. Look what I did. I turned around back then and I put the shit in Sight and Sound and all other little old mom and pop shops and stuff. And of course online. But it really, the online thing was just kicking off back then. Man, I used to go press up a bunch of motherfucking DVDs, my shit, and give it to all the bootleggers. Because my whole purpose was to build my build my audience, man, you know?
Yeah.
And dudes used to be running to me or calling me to my say, man, they got a bootleg around there, man. I'm like, man, send me a picture of it. Nigga, I wanted my product to get out. People looked at bootlegging like they wrong for making money off of my shit. No, indeed. I didn't look at it like that. I wanted my shit out to the public, man, and I knew everybody didn't have $20 or $15 to spend on a documentary. You know, they'd rather spend $5 on it, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, niggas was bootlegging my shit in the hood too. And I didn't mind, because if you bought the real one, you got the art, you got the names, you got all the extra shit to come with it. If you got the bootleg shit, you didn't get nothing but a little plastic sleeve. So if you want the $5 one, go get it. Niggas gonna see it, they gonna want the real one, and they gonna come holler. So I wasn't mad at niggas, but niggas was trying to hide it. Then when niggas approached them, like, nigga, you selling my shit, they send them to me. Now that's what I had a problem with. If you gonna bootleg my CD and you gonna sell it, when the shit hit the fan, nigga, go on and fess up. Fight, you know what I'm saying? Take the fade with the nigga. Don't call KevMac now.
Right.
I'm not getting no money out that shit, nigga. All that money going to you, nigga.
Exactly.
Without my permission. So, nigga, don't call me now. So I had instances where homies was calling, they was mad, they was hot. I'm like, well, nigga, who's selling them? Because nigga, you didn't come to my house to get it, so don't call me. Nigga, holler at that nigga you see selling them.
And see, it basically be, niggas think on a small level. They don't realize that when we go after these things right here, we was going to get on a national stage. Exactly. And they think you can't do it. There's no way he gonna pull that off.
Right.
Then when you pull it off, all of a sudden they go into plan B on your ass right away.
Right.
But it is what it is, man, and we know what it is and stuff, and that's why a lot of people don't understand that KevMac wants a whole lot of these videos, but man, it's a lot of things and stuff that got to be done to keep yourself out of a whole lot of shit in this stuff, man. And he does the right thing by not speaking on a whole lot of these busters and stuff that don't even deserve him speaking their name. Mm-hmm. You know, that's how you keep shit down, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right. And then too, like I was telling you early, Loco, niggas can hate on Vlad all they want. And I know a lot of niggas that hate on Vlad, but at the end of the day, that nigga still got a cool platform.
The crazy thing about that is, man, I'm gonna send you this movie. And I was telling you about I always bring up Michael Maroy, man. Rest in peace, man. That was my boy, man. He was the king of this shit. The king. See, Vlad had to be Vlad was a fan of his. This guy would have still been living and took care of himself, man. He died of alcoholism, basically, man. He was younger than us, younger than me. But he was headed for the top. Dude had like 13 or 14 movies under his belt. He's the reason why Don Juan, Pimp C, and all the rest of them hit the stage like they did. Too real for TV. And yeah, man, if he'd have been still living, it wouldn't be no Vlad TV, damn near. Maroy would have had it, man. He was that guy, man. And my boy took his last breath. I knew then. I said, damn, man, the game finna be messed up with this documentary and this podcast stuff. Like, you know, how we doing now? I knew it was gonna be different.
But see, they tried to ban him for the culture vulture, and he's still getting people coming on his platform still.
Bro, like I was telling Rocky earlier, or I was telling Loco, man, we so mixed, homie. We come from so many different backgrounds. We a diverse race, homie. So everybody's not on the same accord.
Sure, right.
I'm not mad at a nigga if he chooses to go and not go, because like you just said, Goob, we've been hearing this shit for a long time and they still continue to go there. So, I mean, what we supposed to do, get mad at the niggas for going on there? They know just like we know what type of platform it is and what dude look like and act like.
Right.
But like I say, when Vlad hit me up and Vlad wanted me to work for him, and I'm sure Vlad will tell you, if he don't, nigga, I got the emails. I told the nigga, man, look, I'm for my culture. I'm for my people. And I don't feel comfortable going to no European platform, my nigga. I'm cool right here, kevmacvideos. You can have the millions of followers and viewers all you want. I don't need all that shit, nigga. I'm cool with the low budget shit with my people, my nigga. Ain't no sense in me giving it to you.
That's right.
So,
That's right, bro.
so
That's
that's
right, because
why
you have
I
an opportunity.
talk a whole lot about selling out and preserving culture and all that shit. But when it come time to it, and same with the 3 strike shit and the life sentence was niggas be like, I was snitch. Takashi 6ix9ine is a snitch. You would have did the same thing. No, nigga, speak for yourself. Speak for your mama and your daddy, nigga. Speak for your brother that taught you this shit, nigga. Because I've been through that already, nigga. And I don't sell out and I don't snitch. That can't
Right.
change, nigga.
Right.
So you can have your opinion and you can express your weakness if you want to. That don't apply to me. Period. That just don't apply to me. You know what I mean?
And bro, I'm on a whole nother tip. If guys are watching, man, like I said, I always, because I know, and I told you this earlier. You said you should be saying a whole lot. There's a lot of things we talk about. Well, I'm gonna say this one. It's guys watching this show, man, that I never tap in and let you know they watching, man. But like I said, Dewberry, all I ask the homie to do, man, do your thing. Tell the truth and do it like that. But here, Texas is a big place, brother. It's a very big, large place, man, and can't no one man speak for the state of Texas, player. That's what I always try to tell people about when they think Lil James is this king of the world. You know, Lil James commands respect, and he did a lot for the rap game back in the game and putting Houston on the map. But as far as how the whole city as a whole feel, man, there's no one man gonna run nowhere. And there's no one man that's gonna know and be everywhere in Texas. So when you hear these guys coming on and giving their stuff, they talking about from a northern district. They ain't talking about Houston, San Antonio, Galveston, West Texas, or nowhere else. These guys are talking about Dallas and Fort Worth because of the Mo3 thing that happened, and they got the spotlight on their city right now. So y'all just know that, man, and be smart, man. Don't be misled, man. You know, ain't one man running nothing in no Texas. That's dead.
Let me say this real quick. I'm gonna respond to somebody. I missed the name, but he said there's a lot of black people that could replace Vlad TV. I totally disagree. I absolutely totally disagree. Until I see it happen, then I'll change my thoughts on that. But skin color, connections, as many years as he had in the game, the content he bring you, the amount of viewers, subscribers, all that shit, it's hard for another black dude to match that. Until I see it happen, I can't agree with that.
That's real, bro. I see a lot of people on here knew who he was, man, and stuff. And my partner Pimpin', who's on there to say he went to his funeral, man. Appreciate that, man, because didn't a whole lot of people get a chance to attend, man. But a hell of a guy, man. You guys get a chance, check him out, man. Too Real for TV. Michael Monroy, rest in peace, man.
I'm gonna tell you something. Just like this dude said, this was on my mind. He said Dusty Diamond stealing Crips ass content, getting 1,000 times the views. And I feel the same way because I done interviews on other channels that get way more than my interviews on this channel. Also, I've interviewed people that other people interviewed and they get way more views than I get. So it definitely plays a part on whose channel it is, what color that person is, and probably whatever other factors. I don't know what other factors is. Maybe it's our character or our attitude. I don't know. Maybe when they say shit is too real for TV, maybe this shit is too real and some people just can't get into it. But then you also, I just got to throw this in, you also had all them New York cats that was coming over here smutting me saying I don't like New York and I look down on New York and all that shit. I think that weighed heavily on my viewership and the amount of views that I get. I believe that played a big part. And then two, I believe this to be true, that YouTube plays with people's numbers and YouTube promotes certain people's videos more than others. So I believe that to be a part of it too.
That's right. if you believe in the Illuminati or anything that go on, man, you know, the academics and all the rest of them guys, man. Hey, man, it's a network, a hell of a network. This shit don't stop just with the entertainment out abroad. It's this internet too now. You think everybody gonna be on the same level? You got to be crazy.
And Megalicia, that's true too. The day and time that you drop a video is also important. However, YouTube lets you know the best time to drop a video. You know what I mean? For your channel, it tells you the best time to drop. And it's crazy because the best time for me to drop a video is 3 in the morning. You motherfuckers asleep at 3 in the morning.
Hey.
So my viewership actually, the video actually doesn't do better. And that's a fact. It doesn't do better.